What's up, Nerdyverse? I'm Daddy Louie, and in this video, we are taking a look at a game called Fiefdoms. So stick around. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more content and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Fiefdoms is an upcoming crowdfund on the Game Crafter from Rampage Games. It is for 2 players. It is for 13 and up and literally takes less than 5 minutes to play. Now, before this, I've actually never reviewed a game from the Game Crafter or, a crowdfund like this. So let me quickly explain what that is. So it's different from a Kickstarter in that the game is already made. No matter what, even if you are the only one who pledges, you will get a copy of the game. Basically, the amount of people that pledge will bring down the price of the game. So base price for this game is $14.99. After one person has pledged, it will drop down to $9.99. After 10 people have pledged, it will drop down again, so on and so forth. And then the game will come much quicker. So usually Kickstarters take an extended period of time in order to make because the game's not finished yet. Like I said, this game is going to happen. It's already made, so you will get your copy of the game much quicker. So that's the difference between a campaign like this versus something like Kickstarter. Now, Fiefdoms, the game we're talking about today. It's a frantic, real-time dice battle game for just 2 players. And it requires a lot of really quick thinking, impulsive decisions, and, stuff like that. The players will simultaneously roll 2 dice. They are looking for 7s or doubles, and they're going to use those rolls, getting a 7 or a double, to mine gold, to collect stones, and otherwise chuck stuff across the table at their opponents to destroy their fiefdom. But is it good? Well, if you join me on the table, let's check it out. All right, guys. Well, here is Fiefdoms. As you can see, this game is in a super tiny container in a mint tin, as a matter of fact. And this is actually the 3rd in a series of mint tin games from Rampage Games. So they definitely know what they're doing here. Inside the package here, we have the rules. The rules are really, really simple. You just have to kind of memorize what your options are when you roll certain things. And one side of the rules here is actually just all fluff. And then the other side here tells you what comes in the game and what you can do if you roll doubles and what you can do if you roll 7s. That's everything that is really necessary with the rules. And then you have the components of the game all fit nicely inside here. You got some D6s, a few wooden houses, some things that are used as stones, and then we have some gold. So everything is, like I said, fits neatly inside of this tin, and setup is really quite simple. You just separate the colors of the components here. So you've got your fiefs. There's 3 of each color, 3 red and 3 black. You have 2 sets of D6s, also in different colors, black and red. And then you have these little meeples. These represent like your kings or your rulers. And then you've got your gold and your stones, which go in the middle of the table. Now, on your turn, like I said, or there's no turns, so once the game begins, each player is just going to frantically start rolling the dice, looking for 7s or doubles. And there's different things that you can do if you roll 7s, and there's different things that you can do if you roll doubles. Now, if you're anything like me, when I roll dice, I get kind of crazy with it, so you may need to use a dice tray. If you can control, where your dice are, then, you're better than me because you don't need to do that. All right, so the object of the game here is to keep rolling the dice and removing your opponent's fiefs. And once you've removed all 3 of their fiefs, you need to be able to throw a stone from your side of the board over to their king and take their king out. Once that's done, the game is over. So that's really the object of the game. You just go like crazy rolling the dice. So let's first talk about sevens. That's one of the things that you're looking for. So when you roll a 7, there are 3 things that you can do. The first that you can do is mine gold. You're taking a gold from the center of the board and putting it on your side. The other thing that you can do if you roll a 7, like we just did there, is to take a gold from your opponent, putting it back into the center. And then the third thing that you can do is if you have 2 gold on your side, you can spend that 2 gold, putting it in the center, to repair one of your fiefs back into play. So those are the 3 things that you can do with a 7. Mine gold, steal gold from your opponent back to the center, or spend 2 gold in order to repair one of your fiefs. The other thing that you're looking for is doubles. It can be any doubles, 1s through 6s. When you roll a double, you can mine a stone. That's taking a stone from the center and putting it on your side of the board. The other thing that you can do is spend that stone to repair one of your fiefs. So there's 2 ways to get one of your fiefs back, either by spending 2 gold on 7 or by spending one of your stones on a double. You can also fire said stone, if you have it on your side, over to your opponent's side of the board, taking out one of their fiefs. Again, if all of their fiefs are gone, you're taking out their lord, their ruler, their king. So you basically have to do that 4 times. Get a stone and throw it over there. At least 4 times, right? Because they can obviously repair on their side of the board. Everything in the center is neutral, so this is open to anybody. But if somebody has all of the stones for some reason, then you can't. You just can't take any. You can't get any stones. Same thing with gold. If somebody has all of the gold, then the only thing that you can do is take a gold from them and put it back in the center. So there is a little bit of hoarding going on, but the game becomes so frantic with the rolling of the dice that personally hasn't happened to me yet. When you're rebuilding a fief, so if you have one destroyed and you're rebuilding, you can only rebuild one of your color. So if I have a stone or I have 2 gold and all 3 of my fiefs are up, I can't. But they have 1 gone. I can't spend 2 gold and get a 4th one of their color on my side. So that's really the only rule. So that's really the mechanics, right? So it's real time. You're both rolling the dice, looking for 7s or doubles. It's really hard to watch both. So here's a 7. I'd take a gold. So you're just going back and forth, rolling these dice, looking for 7s to mine gold, spend gold to return a fief, or take gold from your opponent, or doubles in order to mine gold as well, but more importantly, get these valuable stones, which you will then need to, to fire over against your opponent. And that, guys, is everything that you need in order to play Fiefdoms. So the appeal here with Fiefdoms is that there are very simple rules and very small, components that fit inside of a mint tin. Slide it right in your pocket, and you have a 2-player, quick 5-minute game at your fingertips at all times. It's really cool. There's very little strategy here, though, and a lot of luck. You're rolling dice, and if the dice are in your favor, you're going to get a lot of good stuff. And if the dice are not, well, that's just, tough luck, I guess. But you do need to have quick thinking and quick reaction time. Critical thinking, quick reaction time. That's one of the selling points here of the game as well. So simple mechanics, small footprint, critical thinking, quick on your feet, being able to react, as soon as you need to based on what your roles are. Players that like real-time strategy games, you're going to love the chaos here. It gets very chaotic very quick. But that's the appeal, and it's a lot of fun doing that. Like I said, this is their 3rd tin game. from Rampage Games, so they know what they're doing because of the type of crowdfunding campaign that they're doing over on the Game Crafter. The game is going to be yours, no matter if you're the only person that backs it or not. So you really have nothing to lose. Definitely go and check that out. It goes live again on October 27th, and go and show them some support. What do you guys think of Fiefdoms? Let me know in the comments below. I enjoy reading those and interacting with you guys. If you want to see more from the Circle of Nerds, you can find us over on all of our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Circle of Nerds. Also, don't forget that we have a podcast that comes out every week called The Cosmic Disaster Show. You can find that right here on YouTube or anywhere that you enjoy listening to podcasts. And for an extra bit of love and affection to us here at the Circle of Nerds, please consider checking us out over on Patreon at patreon.com/circleofnerds. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. I will see you in the next video.